What you should have invested in your 20s. Have you ever asked yourself if you could be spending your money more wisely? Do you sometimes find yourself broke or close to having no money? What if I told you that there were 8 things you can do with the little money you have right now to build a financially stable future? Well, in today's video, I will tell you 8 things you can do with your money so you can have a prosperous, wealthy future. They say your 20s are the most important years of your life. Just ask the 40 and 50-year-olds. They will tell you endless stories of how they wish they had started investing early and spent their money wiser. Although everyone keeps telling you, you need to start saving and start investing. Where and what exactly should you invest in while you're young? In today's video, we will solve this problem for you. We will give you 7 different investments you should consider. It may not be possible to invest in all of them, but make sure you evaluate each and every one and pick at least 4. The first 2 we believe are a must. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. We put in a lot of time and effort into making these videos for you. So if you don't mind, please hit the like button and share this video. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join our community. Hit that subscribe button and support us. We love visitors here, so welcome and enjoy the video. So let's begin. 1. Get a retirement plan. You have to get a retirement plan, no question. Here's why. If you start early, you will get an early jump on retirement savings and harness the power of compounding interest in your favor. A year's difference in retirement savings could amount to thousands of dollars, so start today if you haven't already. If you start contributing $500 a month to a retirement plan with a return of 7%, at the age of 25, you will have about $2 million at retirement. But let's say you did not take our advice and procrastinated for 10 years. Now you are 35, saving $1,000 a month into a retirement plan with a return of 7%. You will have about $1,600,000 at retirement. This is 20% less, even though the annual contribution is 50% higher. It's clear to see from our simple example that the earlier you start, the more money you will have. When it comes to compound interest and the compounding effect it has on your money over time, time is your greatest advantage. If you want to have more money in your retirement, you have to start early. It's not about how much you put in. You can start with a small amount of, let's say, $100 and increase it over time. But if you can start with a lot more, by all means go for it. It's not about how much you put in, although a large amount certainly helps. When it comes to compound interest and the compounding effect it has on your money, time is your greatest advantage. The earlier you start, the more bountiful you will reap, just as the example before showed. The other reason why a retirement plan is so awesome is you get tax deferrals. And who doesn't want to pay less taxes, right? Tax deferral benefits are just as magical. But let's say for some reason you opt to invest the same amount as before, so $500 a month in a taxable investment option, with a tax marginal rate of 25%. The returns you get will be lowered to 5.25%. So instead of about $2 million you would have received with a retirement plan, you will instead receive about $1,300,000, which is about 35% less. The best retirement plans are the 401k or 403b plans for those who are employed, and the traditional or Roth IRA plans for those without a plan from their workplace. 2. Invest in yourself. I know you probably didn't think this would be here, but of what rational importance is having a car with a non-functional engine? By investing in yourself, we mean taking care of all factors that affect you. This includes your health and mind. Invest in proper healthcare insurance and adopt a healthy lifestyle. Also, continuously take courses to increase your knowledge and know-how. Because let's face it, you don't want to be 50 and struggling to study. Take advantage of the fact that you're young to study more, enroll for your master's, an MBA, or even a PhD, and take as many professional courses within your career path. Not only will this boost your knowledge, but also open more opportunities for better paying jobs, or help you manage your business better if you're an entrepreneur. 3. Invest in the S&P 500 index funds. Growth-oriented assets have the power to boost your net worth incredibly fast, especially when you're young. These funds take advantage of the power of compounding interest and will grow your money faster than any other investment. The S&P 500 index has given investors an average return of 10% from 1926. It is one of the safest and most rewarding investments. For example, if you invest $10,000 in certificates of deposit with an annual return of 2% from the age of 25, with a plan of retiring at 65, you'd have $22,000 at retirement. But by investing the same amount in the S&P 500 index funds with an average annual rate of 10%, you'd have $400,000 at retirement. This is more than 20 times as much as you would have received in the CDs option. However, please note that the 10% return rate on S&P funds is an average acquired from the last 10 years. You may lose 20% in one year and gain 40% in the next, as the rates can fluctuate drastically. However, when you're young, this is a risk you can afford to take. 4. Invest in real estate investment trusts. Also known as REITs, these trusts are another type of growth-type investments that you can't ignore in your 20s. If you can't yet afford to invest in real estate or buy property, this is a great channel for you. By investing in a real estate investment trust, you are taking the opportunity to hold a portfolio of commercial real estate. We believe this is a better option than owning a single real estate unit because your investment portfolio will be diversified and invested in multiple properties within different regions, giving you better security on your investment. It's best to be safe with your hard-earned money. The other advantage is that you don't need to invest as much as you would with a single property. All you need is a couple of thousands of dollars, which is not a lot compared to purchasing a single unit, which would require much larger capital, usually in the 5 or 6 figures plus range. Also, you won't need to actively manage the investment. Another great advantage is, this investment type will give you the advantage of investing in commercial property, which often does better than residential properties. If you're still not sure if you should invest here, consider the fact that real estate has been one of the best performing investments over the past 5 decades. Secondly, real estate moves independently of the stock market. So it's possible for an REIT to provide continuous positive returns, even when the stock market is not doing so great. 5. Buy a home. Nothing can give you more security than having your own house. Owning your own house is everyone's dream, and owning your own home is also a great investment. It will not only give you peace of mind, security, and a place to call home during your not-so-youthful years, but owning a house will let you build substantial equity over time. Also, owning a home will give you leverage. You can own a home with down payments as little as 5% or nothing, depending on which part of the world you're living in. This can give you the appreciation benefit on a $300,000 property with an out-of-pocket investment of as little as $15,000. Even if you simply pay off your mortgage within 30 years, your house will go up in value and grow to more than the $300,000 you paid for it, thanks to the appreciation factor. However, as great as owning a house is, buying your home while young has a downside. At a young age, you may not be in a position to settle within a given geographic location. You may also incur transfers within your career to other locations. However, if this happens, you can always rent out your home or furnish it and lease it on platforms such as Airbnb. Buying a home is an excellent investment while young. However, buying a house is a big financial decision, so make sure you're absolutely certain before buying a house. 6. Robo Advisors. If you've been following through with this video, then you must have noted when we mentioned investing in real estate stocks through REITs and the S&P 500 index funds. These are great investment options, but you may not be so comfortable dishing out your money there on your own. If that's the case, you could use a Robo Advisor. Robo Advisors are online, automated investment platforms, which will make all the investment decisions on your behalf. This includes creating a portfolio for you and managing it accordingly in the future. Sounds crazy, right? But let's face it, not everyone is a Warren Buffett. You may not have all the knowledge needed to make the right investment choices. Here's where Robo Advisors come in. These automated platforms will reinvest your dividends periodically and rebalance your portfolio, and will offer you expert tax strategies to minimize your taxable investment revenue to the utmost minimum. All you will need to do is fund your account and let the robots do all the work. It's hands-off investing at its best. These automated platforms will typically invest in a mix of bonds and stocks, and at times some REITs, creating an optimum portfolio. 7. Debt repayment. What most young people don't realize, just ask the 50 and 60-year-olds, is that debt can drag you behind through your journey in building wealth. Student loans are one of the greatest issues that face people in their 20s and 30s, and according to research, an average student has about $33,000 in college debt. Other than this huge debt, many young people also have credit card and pending car loans. I can almost guarantee debt will reduce your cash flow. It will hinder the amount available to invest with. In a perfect world, ideally you would have no debt, but in today's credit card-laden world, with instant loans at the tap of a button, a majority of us have some form of debt. If you currently have debt, you have to create some form of balance. While it may be easy to make minimum payments off your loans and throw everything else into investments, this may not always be the right move. Doing so will allow you to take advantage of compounding from the interest of your investments, but at the same time, it may create an imbalance. Returns from investments are not always guaranteed. If you lose 15% of your investments, you may still have to pay off your loans, which could be 4% on your car, 6% on student loans, and 20% or more on credit cards. The best way to handle this is to start clearing off your loans early in life. Start with credit cards or any other loan that may have the highest interest rate. Debts can be a burden, which you will definitely want off your back as soon as possible. Instead of just making the minimum payment off your loan, make additional payments to reduce the whole amount faster. In the long run, you will end up saving a lot more money. 8. Your network. It's not always about money, you know. In your 20s, you should focus on building a strong network of people who can push you to the next level. Attend meaningful events, join useful clubs, socialize with people, and build your online presence. Most people don't think building a network is important, but they don't say your network is your net worth for no reason. Do you have a proper LinkedIn profile? These are the simple things you should be creating. You can easily get a better paying job, change careers, identify opportunities, or even get contracts for your business through your network. As you build one, ensure you have a mentor to guide you through. In your 20s, you may not be able to invest in all these options at a go, but you should ensure you pick at least 4 of the options we provided. A great rule of thumb to follow is, as your income grows, so should the amount you invest. Building wealth and investing is best done while you're still young. Warren Buffett even said he wished he had started investing earlier, and he was 11 when he started. Thanks for watching. That's all we have for today. Let us know which options you like best from our list. Leave a comment. The first 5 will get a response from us. Share the video with your friends and family in their 20s. And finally, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and enable notifications. With that said, I'll see you in the next one.